Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're talking about fishing in basins for crappies in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, today we're up in the Hayward area and we're going to fish Basin Crappies. And you know, Josh, we talk about that all the time on TV, but we never really show it. Now, these Helix 7s have built-in GPS, and you just put the Lake Master chip in and it gives you all the lakes in Wisconsin. So what are you looking for with Basin Crappies?
So generally this time of year, the weeds have died, and those fish are going to move into the basins of the lake. The deepest part, where you get anywhere from 25 to 35 feet of water, those fish are out there suspended.
Okay, so you got weeds here, and then you got this little hole here. And
Yep.
that looks like a prime spot?
Yes, that hole is where they're going to be. The later it gets into winter, the more fish are going to move in there.
Okay, and so what you do then is you put a waypoint in
Yep.
before we even get out on the lake, and the Helix 7 will guide us right to that spot.
Exactly, it'll bring us right to it.
Okay, Josh, there it is, buddy. Okay, so right around in this area here. Okay, I'll tell you what, folks, that makes a difference doing the research at home before we got here. So you got an icon, and again, this is a deep drop-off in about 25 feet of water?
Yes, we're in about 25 feet here.
Okay, and so what we do then is just kind of spread out and see if we can find the crappies, right?
Yep, drill as many holes as we can and hole hop.
But that is nice. So you put an icon in this spot and an icon in that spot over there.
Yep.
So we got at least two different basin type areas that we can fish. And the crappies will spend most of the winter out in these areas?
They will. They'll generally stay out here until about March.
Okay, is it worth setting tip-ups too?
Oh yeah, you never know. There could be walleyes or pike out here too.
Well, we got a fun group today, kind of a couple's day. Your girlfriend is here.
Yeah.
And we got Derek and his wife, Katie.
Yep.
And Pete and Tex are
Pete
a
and
couple.
Tex, yep.
And Blake is here. We'll have fun, right?
Oh, it's going to be a great day.
Hey, Vince, you show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. Hey, folks, you can win this all-new 2020 Yamaha X2 XTR. This is the same machine that we use on the show. Of course, we depend on Yamaha ATVs and side-by-sides to get us where we need to go to catch fish. Now you have a chance to win this one for yourself. This XTR Edition Wolverine is ready for extreme adventure with a factory-installed Warn winch, special edition paint, color-matched wheels, and aggressive GBC Dirt Commander tires. It's really easy to enter. Find the link on our Facebook, Instagram, or website. Good luck.
Yeah, what's my favorite series of hubs? The Clam C series shelters work best for us.
Hey, what's our favorite ice hub shelter? The X series from Clam Outdoor.
Choose the hub shelter that's right for you at Clam Outdoors. Pursue the ice.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, in the Hayward area, fishing Basin Crappies. Hey, Pete, get out of that clam. Come on, I gotta talk to you, buddy.
Who's knocking?
Hey, good to see you, man. But what Josh and I showed this morning was looking at the hummingbird and finding the basin areas on these lakes, and that's where the crappies hang out. So the first thing you do when you get here, you drill a bunch of holes and spread out.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not any real distinct holes in this particular area, but there's different consistencies of mud. You just run around, drill a bunch of holes, and look for the fish.
So if you're running around with your hummingbird look and there's no fish there, you just go on to the next hole, or do you give it 5 minutes?
Keep moving. We put this one here because there's fish right here.
And Tex is in there.
Tex is in there
Tex,
somewhere.
all right. We won't see him the rest of the day, will we?
He's in there somewhere.
Hey, Tex. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Pretty comfy in here.
You spend all your days in a clam, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, you gotta yell if you catch a fish.
I will.
All right. Katie. All right, way to go. Let's see, she's already got a couple on the ice here. Ooh, there's a real nice crappie right there. Look at that.
Perfect.
Now, are they coming off the bottom?
Yep, coming up the bottom. I've been having lots of marks down here, so yeah.
You got the hot hole to start.
I do. We've got 5 fish so far, 4 on the ice. So
Now,
perfect.
you're my buddy Derek's wife,
Yes.
right? And you have a child?
Yep, she's 1 year old.
How nice.
Yeah.
And you got the day out on the ice.
I do. I took the day off of work today.
Nicely done, and that's a real good start.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, way to go there, Blankaroonie.
My first one of the day.
The girls are beating the guys today.
What's new? Just
all right.
kidding.
Oh, look at that, a
teensy
bluegill.
That's actually not
That's
bad.
not a terrible bluegill.
No.
That's about a 7-incher. You
Yeah.
could eat that.
Yeah, that's a nice one in the yellow tummy, and I'm.
Okay, so what are we using here? I got a Castmaster on.
Yep.
And you've got.
I have this yellow Google Eye tungsten jig. They're the new little tungsten jig for panfish, but they
Yeah.
have these Google Eye jigs in there.
They got that little rolling
Glass
eyes.
rattle.
And what's nice about tungsten is you keep a tight line, folks.
Yep.
It's a heavier jig, but the same size. So
Yeah.
keep it up.
Thank you.
Blake, then Katie. I'm not going to catch any fish today. That's all right, though. Hey, Pete, come on over for a second. This is actually interesting. And you have stayed in the same hole, too, huh?
Yep, been in the same hole.
All right, well, let's see. We got ourselves another. Boy,
Oh,
these
nice
are
one.
just really kind of nice, you
Yeah.
know? And it is interesting, you know? I've moved around a little bit. She's staying right here.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, she's got a good hole. There's still fish
They're
down there.
waiting for us.
Now, one thing that we should talk about when you're doing this basin type of fishing, the fish aren't always on the bottom in 25 feet of water, are they? They can be 5 feet up and that type of deal, right?
It all depends on the pattern. They're usually pretty close to the bottom, within 3 feet, but once in a while, you know, you gotta check all levels.
Right.
If you got them up high, you'll be able to catch them. I love seeing those.
What do you think of Katie? You're angling. That's another beauty.
She's doing it, man.
When I'm coming, I don't get a chance to fish. You got a pile of crappies next to you there, gal. Oh, there's another nice one.
Yeah, a little,
Now, do you
little
guys
smaller.
like to eat fish at your house
We do. We eat a lot of fish.
and deep
Yep.
fry them?
Not so much on the deep frying, so we try to not do that too much. So.
I love the deep fried crappies. That's it. That's the littlest one you
Yeah,
caught. Look
it
at
is.
the pile she's got over here, folks, and she just started. Nicely done.
Fish on, Dad. Fish
Keep 'em
on.
coming, keep 'em coming.
Ooh, they have been lethargic today.
Well, you know, there's fish.
Oh,
Blake. Boo. Oh. Coming, Derek. I'm coming.
John, I got one, finally.
Blake just missed one. Maybe they'll start
Finally.
fighting. Let's see
There
what
we go.
got here, pal.
Yeah, nice crap.
That is a nice crappie. And you know, I was talking to your wife before. She said you don't fry fish?
Well, crappies are kind of, it's one of those things you have to have a treat every once in a
Yeah,
while.
right. I love them. You know what? I'll just put a little bit of cracker meal on them, dip them in egg, you know, put the cracker meal on and deep fry them. They're wonderful, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Nicely done, buddy. Was that one coming off the bottom, too?
You know, I had 3-4 of them down there, John, and
That's-
none of them wanted to eat.
Right.
And finally one broke from the pack.
Yeah.
There we go.
Blake
Got one,
just
John.
missed 2 in a row. And ooh, good little, you know, nice average size fish, aren't
Yeah, they really are.
And you know, one thing I want to talk about, Josh, you know what we showed this morning on finding the basins in the lakes?
Yep.
That works on any lake anywhere, right?
Oh, it really does. I mean, that's how you're going to find them this time of year, especially on stained water like this.
And again, what you did came out here, drill a ton of holes.
Yep.
So all the drilling's done, and then people can just pop around and look for fish.
Exactly, and what I do is I don't even fish a hole if I'm not marking anything.
Oh,
if
really?
there's no fish down there, I go on to the next hole. So you need a lot of holes.
And do you guide for this, the crappie, basin crappie stuff?
I do this a lot.
Do you really?
This is one of my favorite things to do.
If I don't get this one
Josh.
on the ice, I'm gonna be so
Blake
upset.
has missed 3 in a row, or 2 in a
2
row.
in a row.
And
Nice. It's a nice skill.
now, is
Not
that
bad.
unusual in this basin fishing to find gills and crappies?
No, not really. There's a lot of times they're out here, and these will usually be off the bottom. They'll come off the bottom to grab it.
Okay, but on the crappies, you're jigging on the bottom and making them come up.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And I switched to this silver because they weren't really liking the yellow. But yeah, I'm just jiggling, and then keeping it still, and that's when they attack it.
Now, do colors make a difference, huh, Josh?
A lot of times they do. It's funny how it varies year to year. Last year I did really good in white out here, and I tried that already, and they won't touch it, so I switched to silver, and they started hitting it. So it is funny how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were fishing the lakes of Cable, Wisconsin, a 6-hour drive from Milwaukee, 7 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
Folks, guess what? This week we're giving away an Acme Beaver Dam ice fishing package. This package is worth $250. To enter is simple. Just go to facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing. Good luck, everyone.
Folks, here's a couple of important facts that you should know about Eagle Claw hooks. Number 1, Eagle Claw is the only hook in the world made right here in the USA. Number 2, American workmanship guarantees innovation, and we've been doing it since 1925. Number 3, Eagle Claw's in-house superior technology builds Eagle Claw, Laser Sharp, and Trocar brands. Look at the size of that fish!
All right.
Oh my gosh! Fish get hooked on Eagle Claw. So should you.
Len Groom from AMSOIL here, and we're talking about diesel fuel additives. Many people ask me, does AMSOIL have product for diesel fuel? Well, we do. And today I want to talk about our all-in-one additive. It takes care of everything that you need in one dose. It cleans, it lubricates, it boosts your cetane, and it also keeps the fuel from gelling up in the cold. So you take care of basically all the needs in one dose. Check out the back of the bottle for the proper dosage for your tank. And for more information on any of our fuel additives, check out amsoil.com.
Over time, there's always been this game of nip and tuck with professional shallow water guides, balancing weight with power. With the new 140 G2, now I have an inline 3-cylinder that will still allow me to float in less than 10 inches of water. The bonus is I've got all the power and torque I want now, and I've got way more speed than I deserve.
Got one, John?
Oh man, I gotta get off my Yamaha snowmobile every second to film you catching fish.
You're not gonna have time to fish today.
You know what? I usually walk at home. Today I'm getting my walk in this heavy snow.
This one's actually pulling a little drag.
Is it? Yeah, cool. Oh really? Oh, there's a dandy.
That's a good crappie there.
Yeah, I mean really, and that's an eater size, right?
That is an eater. That's probably about a 10.5, 11 incher. Anything bigger than that we like to let go, but that is a good eater. Got one, Katie?
All right, yep, I've been waiting a long time for
another bite. Is that Katie again, Josh?
All right. Feel like a good one?
It should be decent.
I'm coming, guys.
It's getting close.
She's stacking them up.
Yeah, she's got quite the pile. Oh, nice
there's
gill.
A big bluegill. Hold that up, Josh, like we do.
Yeah,
I mean, that is a nice gill. That's a fatty, too.
You just inhaled it.
All right.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, we were up here fishing with you for bluegills, and we got some real big ones.
We did. We got some real nice ones. That was a good day.
Man, do I love seeing that rod bend.
Yeah, I am struggling over it. Ooh, there you
nice.
go. Lip them and hold them out. I mean,
That is
that's
a nice one.
they're just really, they're not huge. They're just really nice, average size crappies.
Yeah, and I've been moving hole to hole. We've been, with the Jiffy, we've probably drilled at least 20, 30 holes. And I've moved, if there's not fish down there, in 5 minutes I'm moving.
Josh finally got a chance to fish here, buddy.
Right.
And here he is. Oh, little bluegill.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing I want to mention, you know, folks, I love these Ice Team Carbon Series rods by Clam.
Yeah.
They're ultralight, man, and they're a great combo, and they're perfect for fishing panfish. I really love that. But again, I was surprised that was a bluegill, buddy.
Yeah, we are catching quite a few. I'm kind of surprised by that. Usually it's all crappies.
Finally, I caught a fish.
Nice.
Vanna! Look at Vanna White there. That's Josh's girlfriend, folks.
All right.
To dispel any Blake and Josh rumors. All right, good one, Josh?
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, yeah, nice crappie.
That is a nice crappie.
That's a good one there.
You know, Vanna was on the show a couple weeks ago. We should mention she loves fishing, doesn't she?
She really does. She's always out with me.
Josh, here we go, buddy.
All right.
I was marking 4 at a time down there.
Really?
Ooh, there's a nice one. Thumb him.
On the Google eye.
Yeah, so I want to mention again, if folks want to come up here and do this, you could do 1 day for crappies, and you could do 1 day tip-ups, or, you know, any of the, if you come up for 2 days, you could do different things.
Exactly. 1 day you can fish pike, bass, and then before dark we'll do walleyes, or you can do this all day. And there are spots out here too where we can catch a mix of everything.
Right.
It won't be this good at crappie fishing, but we have a chance at everything.
And here's the deal. The cool thing about basin crappie fishing, folks, you don't have to get up early in the morning or wait till late afternoon. They usually bite all day.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, I just got a nice one.
They have been
They're starting to bite a little bit
stealing.
better, though.
Yeah, they've been picking off my bait. There we
that's
go.
not bad.
That's not a bad one.
And again, you know, that's the perfect eating size. And you know, we always, you know, love to fish up in the Hayward area. There's a lot of solid lakes for pan fishing, aren't there?
Oh, we've got some.
Can you
great-
name a few?
Yeah. Oh, well, the spider chain, Coudray,
Yeah.
rhinestone.
Nelson's still any good?
Nelson's can be good.
Yeah. But I mean, stop into Hayward Bait and Tackle, folks. They'll be happy to send you to the
Yeah.
right spots.
Yeah,
They keep a good eye on what's going on.
Oh yeah, yeah, good information there, and that is the perfect eater.
I got one! Coming Tex! Hey, look at the old Texarino!
Even I got one.
How you doing in there? Well, come on, it's a half-hour show. Get that fish in.
Oh, I'm getting them.
There you go. Hold him up there, Tex.
Look at him. He's got his own dance hall in here.
No, that's not. How do you do like fishing in the shacks now?
I like fishing in the shack.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're going to be 80. I'm going to be 70.
Yeah.
So I got 10 more years of fishing outside before I graduate.
You might freeze to death by then.
Nicely done, though. No, that is a comfortable, spacious shack, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, there's tons of room in here. There really is.
Got one.
Hey, there we go. Pete just got
All right.
one. Vanna's catching fish.
They're starting to bite a little better
Ooh,
now.
there's
John.
another. Now that's, you catch crappies that average size anywhere, you know? Now, where was he on your locator there?
It was on the bottom, and I worked him about a quarter of the way up, and then he just smacked it.
You know, you're lucky to have a girlfriend that loves to fish.
I am.
You know?
Very lucky.
Tex, hit him, Tex. Hey, there you go, buddy. Hey,
got him.
Can you smell what's cooking out there? Ooh, what have we got there?
Pay attention to your fish, Tex.
Hold him up there, man. Look at down here, Pete. He's just got them strewn all over. We're gonna have to get you a bigger clam hub with all these fish, dude.
I think that would be a nice thing.
Hey, so can you smell that? Take a smell.
Smells good to me.
Yeah, you know it's cooking. I got Johnsonville Italians for you today.
Italians.
Coming, buddy, coming. Oh, Tex just caught one in the big clam behind us, and we got those Johnsonvilles just about ready.
That's why I got close to him. I can smell him.
I know. Ooh,
there we
there's a nice one. There is a nice one right there.
I just switched back to the hammered tungsten.
You know, really today is a day where color makes a difference.
Yeah.
You know, I put a Castmaster back on, and I get them to follow but not hit. They want that small tungsten jig.
Yeah, they seem to be liking that silver color.
Let's eat.
I'm starving.
I've got the greatest taste tester of all time with me today for the Johnsonville lunch break, Mr. Tex Mena. I was able to get you out of your shack when you smelled that, huh?
I smelled it.
Yeah, you know what I got for you, and you love these, Johnsonville Fresh Italians. And when you're out on the ice like this, I put the grill on medium to low heat and slow cook them, turn them every 4 or 5 minutes, and they take about 20 minutes until they're a delicious golden brown. Okay, you have permission to eat. Greatest taste tester of all time? Well, yeah, pretty good though, huh? Pretty good, yeah. Hey folks, look for the Johnsonville Fresh Italians at your favorite retailer today. Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this incredible deal. 4 3/4-inch generator lures, 11 new colors are now just $6.99. Generator lures for just $6.99. Johnson Pump makes the best aeration systems in the world. In fact, most major boat manufacturers exclusively use Johnson Pump aeration systems. Johnson Pump also makes portable aeration kits. It's like having a bait shop right along with you. Our exclusive tiny bubbles stay longer in the water, providing more oxygen while removing harmful carbon dioxide. That keeps your expensive live bait frisky and ready to catch more fish. Johnson Pump aeration systems, great for your bucket, cooler, or boat. And remember, folks, get Johnson Pumped.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork. Just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this. Whoa. Only from Humminbird.
There we go, John.
Nicely done, buddy. The brats were good, weren't they?
Oh, they were delicious. I'm full.
Now, did you eat 3?
I did eat 3.
All right, well, let's see what you got here. And you know the neat thing too, folks, what is it, taking all day here?
There we go. Wow, I don't know what he's doing down there.
Hey, one that's neat thing about guiding for these basin fish is they bite pretty much every day, no matter what, cold fronts and everything else.
They do. And what's cool too is you don't have to, like you said earlier, you don't have to get up early, you don't have to stay out late. A lot of times the best bite is middle of the day like it is now.
Yeah, and you'll be guiding for this the rest of the winter, huh?
I will. And actually, this bite gets even better in March.
Yeah, game fish season closes. You can still fish these panfish all the way to ice out.
Yep, last year our best days were in April.
I know.
Ooh, Dad, do you see that mark?
There he is.
It's huge.
Get him. There you go.
That was a huge mark. Whoa.
And he was pretty high up, too.
Yeah, that was awesome. Hopefully it's a little bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he smelled the Johnsonvilles that we had.
Come on, you're doing a Texas. Oh!
Wow.
That's a beauty right there.
That is a nice one. That's a dandy. They're not that fat, but they're long and big.
No, they're gorgeous,
Yes.
and that's that silver tungsten again.
Yep.
I'm going to switch colors, folks. The Castmaster is completely dead today. If you don't have a Google-Eye tungsten jig, you
look
aren't
at how
catching
he
fish.
annihilated
Yeah,
that.
hold them out one more
hammered
time.
Tungsten. Yeah, that's
Beauty.
a nice fish. It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest.
Cindy Stenzel of Danbury caught this 24.5-inch bass in Florida on a Senko. David Rost of Fond du Lac iced this 14-inch crappie on Green Lake using plastic. McCaffrey Knoll of Sparta caught this 35-inch northern on Lake Onalaska on a tip-up. Jacob Needfelt of Albany, Minnesota caught this 27-inch walleye on Mille Lacs on a demon jig. And this week's kids winners are Eddie Nevers of Sheboygan caught this 12-inch perch on a pond on a waxworm. And Elizabeth Vorwerk of Waukesha, Wisconsin caught this 35-inch pike in Lakewood on a tip-up.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week. Get 2 5-pound bus bedding on sale for only $10 and a 125-yard Fireline Superline fishing line on sale for $9.99.
Get that sound device out of there. Here he comes, and there. That's a good eater size right there. But we got to tell the folks what we're doing here. We've been showing those Livingston bullets, that we use on our tip-ups. But this is actually a Livingston collar.
Yeah, fish collar. They got a nice collar, an open water collar.
Now be quiet. Be quiet for a minute. I want to hear this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're jumping out of the hole. No, but actually, you've proven that will call fish in. Whether they bite or not is another thing, but it does call fish.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and it's kind of interesting to play with it like we're doing here. We did this a couple times last year. It's actually better. It seems like it draws them in, and then they get bored in about 3 minutes. So essentially, what you do is you pull it out and let it sit normal for a while, then drop it back in, and then you see the fish come in.
But when you're thinking about fishing a non-structured area, a basin, anything to draw fish in helps. There's no structure to hold them out here. They're just swimming around.
It's all mud.
And that's called a
fish collar. Livingston fish collar.
Hey, there's Vanna.
All right.
And you know what? And I don't mean this to say anything negative, but what's so cool about this is using the locators, and all your clients will get a locator to fish with?
They will, yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's nice. So when people, and you actually help guide once in a while, huh?
Yeah, yep.
And so each client gets a rod and a reel and a locator? Mm-hmm. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, they get all their own stuff.
Yeah, no, and average size on these folks, they're gorgeous eaters too, and you kind of do a self-limit. Each person can take.
I do. I like to, my limit is 10. 25 is too many.
Yeah.
I don't like taking that many fish out, so I'll usually let each guy keep 10.
Ooh, look at him, look at him get there.
Oh,
you see him come up and hammer that?
He was aggressive.
That is cool, man. I think when you get multiple fish on the screen, here he is. when you get multiple fish on the screen, there's a nice one.
Yeah.
But when you get multiple fish on the screen, the competition, I think, one will shoot up from the bottom and all of a sudden smoke it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want their buddy getting their meal.
Well, that made the difference, you know, putting that little Acme tungsten jig on there with just one wax worm.
One waxy, yep. There we go, John.
You're red hot there, pal.
They're firing up kind of this afternoon.
I know. I mean, I've seen more fish today on the hummingbirds. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's trying to jump out of the hole.
But I've seen more fish on the hummingbirds today than I have all winter. I mean, they're loaded down there.
There's a lot of
They
fish.
don't always bite, as we said before, but they are loaded.
Yeah.
Let's actually see how big that fish is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Out of interest.
With a pinch tail.
Probably 10 and a half. No, 11 and a half.
Yeah, 11
and a half inches, folks, on that fish. And that's a little bit bigger than the average today, but I think we've averaged 10 and a half to 11, right?
Oh, I bet we have, yeah. A lot of nice eater fish. We'll let that one go, but.
Nicely done.
All right.
Ooh, I got one over here.
Yeah, I got one
Blake's
too.
got one. Josh
Nice,
has
a
got one.
doubler.
They are really biting now.
Yeah, this is, mine are
Ooh, that's
piled
a nice
up.
one.
Ooh, that is a nice one.
I don't know if mine's going to be that big.
Josh, this has been a fabulous day of fishing, buddy.
Yeah, they are biting good.
There's a nice one,
He's in
too.
the transducer.
Boy, yeah. I mean, just gorgeous fish. And I want to say again that these basin fish, and that was kind of neat what we did this morning, showing with the Wisconsin Lake Master chip how to find the basins and mark off a couple of spots before you even get on the lake.
Yeah, exactly. Then you can do it in your nice warm living room and figure out where you want to go.
Josh Teigen guides all of northwestern Wisconsin on a daily basis. For more information, give Josh a call. The phone number is 715-813-0575. 813-0575.
Acme's expanding their tungsten jig series. We have a brand new hammered finish series. 3 colors, gold plated, chrome plated, and copper plated. What I love about these jigs, they throw off a lot of flash. Check them all out at acmetackle.com.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether you're getting them through the winter season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
I'll tell you what, folks, not too many places that you can come and catch 80 or 90 crappies in 4 or 5 hours, and that's what we did today. But again, the basin fishing applies to all lakes.
It does, this time of year especially. Because all the weeds are dead, they're out here in the basins.
Give me a poundo. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. This is me, everything done here.